Morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. I have a question for you. What opens with Giselle and her cute little baby girls? And what closes with us not even being sure if Karen's hairdresser is there? She is. All right. If you guess Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 10, welcome to the Bermuda Triangle. You're correct. I'm doing a recap review of the episode, and let's see how we got from opening to closing. All right, so Giselle and her cute little daughters are, I don't know what they're doing, baking cookies or whatever, but they basically getting set up because Granny Joanne is staying with them while Giselle goes to Bermuda. And she said she gonna go to Bermuda and she gonna live her entire life now that her mother knows that, you know, the guy Kevin and her are, you know, just in the friend zone. They friends. They you know, even though her mama love them, she, you know, and her mother frees her up to just go and do that thing because her mother is like, follow your heart, baby. Granny Joe got this. I could get these children to brush their teeth. I've raised children before. But anyway, go on and live your entire life, Miss Giselle. Go on, girl. So then we see Robin and her rambunctious boys. The children are comparing portion size. He got more eggs than me. That whose plate is that? All of that foolishness that children do. It's very important when you're young, isn't it? When I remember that stuff was very, very important. And I'm kind of confused about why they are so mean to her. The little boy is kind of mean, one of them. And I don't know. I remember once when my grandson came to see me. He was about 10 at the time, maybe a little younger. And he was very, he was like anti-girls. And whenever we played Monopoly or cards or dominoes or whatever we were doing, he would be very upset if I won because he felt that the boys, you know, him and his grandfather were supposed to win. So I don't know if they, you know, they might just be in that age and stage of, you know, male development. I don't know. But I'm like, why are they so mean? And then we find out that, you know, it's official that the Grand Dame of Potomac will be moving out of the 20854. I guess that's the Potomac zip code. She's moving to a place called Great Falls. And this will probably happen while Karen is in Bermuda. I guess she's done some packing and, you know, whatever. And I'm moving on to the next scene. I just want to say that I personally love a $50 bill. So now Shasha is my new girl because she told the cabbie, I only have $50 bills. So I guess it's your lucky day. I don't know why I love a $50 bill. Maybe because you just like, I love a $2 bill too. Maybe because it's just because you just don't see them very often, but I love a $50 bill. They're my favorite, among my favorites. I love all money. I love all the money. I love money. Okay. I didn't notice Giselle on the plane, but I guess everybody was on the plane. We find out that Charisse just celebrated not only her birthday, but her anniversary. So, you know, it's kind of when you have benchmarks and you're going through divorce, it can kind of be bittersweet or maybe just bitter. But you know, moving on. Who is that? Whose videos I listen to? I don't know who it is, but she says, moving on. And y'all are definitely going to have to tell me your opinions because I don't gossip like that or something she says. Every time she says it, I crack up. And when she says, moving on. Who is that? Okay. And y'all, I am just really kind of over. I thought that it was like a little dramatic or slightly entertaining on the last episode. This whole thing of who's hosting, who's planning, who's giving the gifts baskets, who's writing notes, arranging car services, all of that stuff. I wish that they could have cut all of that out at editing, and I hope I don't have to see or hear anything else about it. And it comes back again. I was already tired of it in scene, you know, at this point, and it comes back again. I was tired. Last episode, that was more than enough. Yeah. I'm even upset that my mouth had to say anything about it. I'm mad. Be the bigger person. Please stop with the hostess and stuff. Lord! All right. all wrong. Everything about her is all wrong. Answers are all wrong. Attitude is all wrong. Outfit, all wrong. That's Monique about Giselle. Okay, deflection 101, someone calls it. Answer the damn question. They asking Karen about where she's moving now that she sold her house in Potomac, and she doesn't want to say. Is it that big a deal? Because baby girl Monique is about to close on her house in Potomac. Giselle might live in Potomac. We know that, well, last season Ashley was living in DC. Who cares? I mean, it was interesting when Potomac first came out, and I googled Potomac in the community and the history of black folks in the community, but for the most part, them people ain't coming on Bravo for this foolishness. So we could just get the sense of, you know, well-established black community. Just it's fiction anyway, y'all. It's reality TV. So Giselle, I mean, I guess it's a big deal to Karen, obviously, because she sure didn't want to answer that question. It looked like it's gonna come back up next episode. As a viewer who's in the 48202, I don't give a FUQ. I don't give a FUQ. Okay. Karen asked, because what happened is when they got their hotel rooms, everybody had a hotel room, but Sharice, she upgraded, and apparently she used Eddie's money, or, you know, whatever. I don't know. You know, I feel like if they're married, is it Eddie's money or her money? I don't know how they had a situation worked out, but the way that I was trained by my husband is that what's mine is mine and what's his is ours. But, you know, everybody do things different. I like that one. I thought that was silly. I think it's all ours. It's all ours. But Miss Karen asked, well, what happens if Eddie cuts off the money? And Shasha says, that will never happen. And one of the things that we talk about, you know, one of my mentors told me about is the big D's. You know, we have a plan A, we have a plan B, but we don't always have a plan D. And the D's are divorce, getting dumped, downsizing, and death. And that most of us as women are going to deal with those things. And a lot of times, frequently, quite often, when we deal with those things, it's not expected. So we may think, oh, I'm with my husband forever, or my boyfriend has my back, or whatever, and then things can change very suddenly. So I mean, you know, I hope, you know, I don't know what kind of arrangement y'all have, but I'm only wishing you the best. And I'm also just advising all of the rest of us to have a plan D, have a plan A, B, C, at least get to D. Those things that's gonna happen. And one time I remember my door was hanging off on my car. I had to have a plan D for my door don't shut. And so I had to have a plan D. You know. Okay. So the American Cup, the Japan team, Karen has secured passage or participation for 3 ladies, her plus 2, but she can only bring 2. And she has decided who she's gonna pick. So she goes to Mo, and Mo is very excited to sail away from Giselle on this American Cup Japan team. And Giselle is lobbying for Robin to be the 2. I'm like, no. Sharice, we see Sharice and Robin talking about dating. And I was trying to figure out, how is Robin's Bermuda date thing gonna work? She gonna do her 2 dates in Bermuda? Does she have a dating service? She just gonna go out to the bar and meet some people? I mean, I need details. How is that gonna work? Is it gonna happen in Bermuda, or, oh, you know, I didn't. It just occurred to me that I was confused that it did, and I didn't know how. I'm ready for. I love a date, y'all. Are y'all watching Love Connection? That used to be my favorite show, and I'm enjoying the new Andy Cohen version. Okay, so. That split screen with Monique and Gigi when they realized it was them together, and then they had them in the interview room rolling their eyes. That was hilarious. Good editing. Good editing. It was a mess. This is crazy. Oh my God. So I didn't know. I mean, you know, I didn't know how it was going to turn out when they realized that it was the 2 of them together. with Miss Karen, and Karen said she's there just to observe, because Giselle was like, because Karen is like, well, you know, y'all two need some time alone, and Giselle was like, well, how is it alone if you're here? And Karen is like, oh, I'm just here to, you know, observe and be here, and I guess you can split them up if they get to throwing balls. I don't know, but anyway, Giselle says, you know, and as part of their whole, you know, mediation or discussion process, I stand alone, and I do it quite well. Without your husband and his bank account, who are you, or what are you, or you're nothing, or you wouldn't be here without your husband and his bank account. And I'm kind of confused. I'm still confused. We've been talking about this all season. Is Giselle mad at Shasha or Karen or Ash for having access to their husband's money? Was she mad when she had access to her money? And then the woman said, I don't know if it's true or not that your ex-husband is still supporting you. I don't know. But I don't really understand. Giselle, boo. 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 I like that jet ski split screen with Charisse, Ash, and Robin. That was cute, right? Fun action. Oh, I like jet skiing. It's been a while, though. Oh, it seemed like I was not on an island. I was at somebody's boathouse, and we went jet skiing. That was fun. Right, I was like, Mo was like, did she, meaning Giselle, just say something nice and encouraging? And I was like, what just happened? We said at the same time. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was thinking the same thing, and they're hugging, and that was great. Okay, that's great. That's good. Let's keep. Y'all should have. Really, I feel like y'all should have done that in episode 2, Miss Giselle. Episode 2. We on all of that. It was not a good look for you. So we see Ashley talking about her marriage with the Wizard of Oz. She's talking with Charisse and Robin. And they're basically kind of like, you know, you have to choose between your marriage and the restaurant. And for a second, I was kind of like, huh? But then I could understand what Robin was saying about what your priority is. That doesn't mean you have to stop doing the restaurant or stop doing your marriage. But, you know, when you're making decisions, if you know what your priorities are, you make those decisions based on, you know, your priorities. So, you know, I could kind of understand that. And I thought that was a, you know, I kind of like that scene. I like them talking about it, and, you know, her getting some perspective and feedback and an opportunity to vent and process. So, yes. So we see Mo and Giselle coaching Karen to apologize to Charisse, to be nice, and to allow Charisse to be nice. Giselle, I think, said that, you know, Charisse is going through a tough time. She likes to do nice things for people. Let her hostess. Let her do something. I mean, you know. And I thought that was very positive and progressive. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, Charisse, Ash, and Robin are talking about Karen's non-hosting and non-fabulousness, and calling her the wife of the the Black Bill Gates. Oh no. That was not nice. I was all here for, yes, we coming forward with some resolution, and then it kind of they like this one brought her makeup artist for all of us, and supposedly Karen brought her hairdresser for all of us, but we don't even know if her hairdresser is here. And then Robin went to investigate. She went to investigate, to check. Now, when we got to Karen's place, her hairdresser was there. Natural hair girl, hey, was there doing her hair. She wasn't doing everybody else's hair, but there was something where they went, when Karen broke off with the 2 women to do the America's Cup, it was supposed to be the day that Shasha was hosting, so it was almost like she undermined her hosting thing. And so Shasha had texted them saying, you know, we going on the boat in 30 minutes, I hope you can join me. But it was kind of like a thing, like we didn't know if they were going or not. So when Robin arrived at Karen's suite, she was getting ready for the cruise, and we're gonna see it pick up next week. So that was the real Housewives of Potomac. And it's the real, look y'all, I got my little bow up today. This reminds me of like the 1950s. I wanted to be a housewife. Can I be a housewife? What you think? Anyway, y'all, Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next week for Potomac. I'm hoping I'm going to get to watch Claws today. Yeah. I still got to do Claws, Handmaid's Tale, and American Gods. Okay. But anyway, that's what I got for you. Have a wonderful day. And talk to you soon, Fabulites. Bye.